so scared of what I can't understand. But here I am, next to you. The sky is more blue in Malibu.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I would love it if you would click the subscribe button below. I do have a giveaway going on right now. It's the boyfriend guesses makeup prices video. So today I'm going to be trying to film a couple of videos in bulk because December is a super busy month for me. I'm just, everybody's like super busy with Christmas and everything, so I'm going to try to make up for that. As well as my lighting is crap right now because there's like no sun whatsoever, so I'm sorry about that. Today's video, story time that I've wanted to do for a couple months, but I had to wait until my network fully released me to tell the story because I didn't want to be that girl. I didn't want to offend them or be stuck in their network forever, refusing to let me go because I made this video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I left my YouTube network. I've been doing videos on YouTube off and on since probably 2010. I used to do videos on my MacBook with horrible quality, and I would only do Mac hauls and makeup tutorials back in the day. So anyways, I had about 800 subscribers. This was back in 2013 and end of 2013. So this network contacted me. I know a lot of you smaller YouTubers might be tempted to join a network just because of all the promises they make you, and girl, it's not worth it. Trust me, okay? This is my story. I'm gonna tell you guys all about my network and what happened with them. So I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to expose them in any way. I'm going to be changing the characters and the stories names and the network name. The network I'm going to be calling Dream Media because they were the complete opposite of a dream. Yeah, if there's any networks out there called Dream Media, I'm so sorry, I'm not talking about you. I just totally just made up that name. So back in 2013, I had about 800 subscribers. They contacted me towards the end of the year. I remember this because the Rihanna Christmas collection was coming out and everybody was super hyped for that, and I was super hyped for that. So this is when they contacted me and they asked me to join their network. I had a bunch of offers from other companies previous to them, but they stood out for some reasons. One being that they had some TV producers. I feel like a lot of networks have those these days, or they claim to have them, people that used to be on TV that are retired but wanted to build a network or something like that. I don't even know, but they basically had TV producers. They were based in LA, and then they had a studio in LA that if I ever went there, which I did back in 2012, the year before, that if you were a part of this network, you were allowed to film there. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. Seems different than the other ones. And I was talking to this girl, we'll name her Janet. And so Janet was a talent agent. So she's the one that contacted me and asked me to join this network. So I remember one day at closer to the end of my shift, this was nearing 5:15-ish p.m. She asked me if she could call me and give me details about their network. Also, it's more personable over the phone versus email chat because we've been talking at this point for about 2 weeks. Janet calls me at work. I go into the back room and we talk. She tells me all that this network is offering me a 2-year contract, and they promise to do a lot of stuff for me. They promise to promote my videos, give me the most ad revenue that they can give me. They're gonna help me with my channel. They're gonna help me. It just sounded like a really good deal. And I believe at that point, I want to say that for YouTube revenue, they were taking probably 30 to 40%. I was like, oh, that's probably worth it if they can help me grow my channel from being 800 subscribers and helping me get more views. That's a pretty good idea, right? Giving 30 to 40% ad revenue to them is not really too bad, right? So I decided that I would join them. She's like, okay, great. I'm gonna be sending you over some paperwork over DocuSign, which DocuSign is legit. Like, I had to use it a lot when I was building my house for like different addendums and stuff like that. They would send me documents through DocuSign. So I had to do all my paperwork via DocuSign, as well as send them like a copy of my social insurance number and my driver's license, which was a little bit sketchy. Like, I'm like, what? But honestly, it's like getting a job anywhere, right? You have to send them that information anyways. They're a legit YouTube network. So they do have a lot of like more famous YouTubers, not really like famous as in like they have over 1 million subscribers, but they have a lot of like gamers and influencers that have like 300 to 400,000 subscribers around there. So they are a pretty legit network. I could trust them with my information, you know, but I honestly don't recommend that, and I probably would never do that again. I honestly would never sign to another YouTube network unless it was maybe like Style Hall or like Fresh Media or Infa Agency, which is a Canadian based network. Those are the only three like I would ever consider myself, you know, being a part of. But like as of right now, I'm like done with networks. So they promised me all the stuff. I sign all the documents, I give them my information, etc., and they'll be paying me via PayPal. So in the first year, in the first year, I didn't really notice a difference, but they had this monthly newsletter that they would send out to all of the people that were a part of their network, and they had like a monthly feature, and they would feature one of their creators on there, as well as a newsletter gave, you know, tips and tricks on how to grow your channel and like how to make ad revenue and how to monetize your videos. They just like, it gave a bunch of tips to especially newer YouTubers. So I was actually featured like probably 3 months in. I was featured on their like newsletter thing, email newsletter. And that was the only time they ever promoted my channel, ever. And it was just like an email newsletter thing. I don't know how many people read it, but that was like the only time. They never promoted me through Twitter. They never promoted me through Facebook or Instagram. They barely go on Instagram. I think their last Instagram post when I unfollowed them was from like last year, back in like Christmas time. They had a picture of like their office Christmas party or something like that. So they're not very active on social media, which is an issue for me, because if you are a multi-channel network, you should be more active on social media, and you should be helping promote these people that are signed to your network, because we're giving you ad revenue. We're giving you money that we earn, basically. So you should be helping us promote our channel. That's all I'm saying. So that is the only time that they ever promoted my channel. But I stuck with them for a really long time. I don't know why. So the next year, so this would be 2015, they stopped doing the whole newsletter thing. They would do them like quarterly, so they would do like 4 per year. And then in 2016, they completely stopped doing newsletters altogether. I did contact them because I needed help making a channel banner, because every time I would edit on like Paint or something, I know, ghetto, I don't have like Photoshop or anything. I couldn't be bothered with Photoshop. So I was having trouble getting the dimensions right for my YouTube banner, and it just would not upload, or it would like upload half the image, you know what I mean? So I was asking them to help me with a channel banner. They said, of course, like send us some pictures. I did, never heard back from them. Same thing with an intro. I asked them to help me make an intro, like an animated type intro, and like it's something that a lot of people pay for, but I thought that being part of a network, especially with like tech savvy people, that they could help you build an intro or something at the very least, right? Because you are paying them technically. So yeah, I asked them for that. They said, you know, yeah, we'll see what we could do. Never answered me back. And then 2017 came along. I had not talked to anybody from that network since last year, since asking for like a channel banner or anything. Oh, and by the way, Janet like never contacted me after I signed the network and all the papers, except for like one time when she was at StyleCon and she was like, I'm talking to some makeup brands to see if we can get some of our beauty gurus some samples to products to try out and review for them. I'm trying to talk to these companies and everything. Would you guys be interested in that? And like I replied yes. I don't know what other people replied, but I'm sure they said yes as well. And it was just like the beauty guru community on this network. And I had never heard back from her after that, so I was just like, yeah. So there was like no communication involved whatsoever. And then in 2017, my contract was done like ages ago. It was done probably in 2015. Yeah, the end of 2015 my contract expired, but I just stayed on the network without being signed to them, you know what I mean? So yeah, in 2017, this was probably back in August, I tried to make my channel the best that it can be, and I still strive for that. I strive for the very best videos, very best quality. I strive for like what you guys want to see. As well as in 2017, I started uploading twice a week on Sunday and Wednesday. Sometimes it's like Monday and Thursday, but I still upload like twice a week. I was trying to be very like consistent with my channel because I just love YouTube. So in August, I asked my network, I just, you know, clicked the contact me on their website and I'm like, hey, I'm a part of your network. Like I haven't heard from you in a while, but I was wondering if you could help me set up a collab with other beauty gurus or influencers or fashion bloggers, anything in this network that you see as like we have similar channels and stuff like that. You know, I would love to meet other YouTubers on this network and I'd love to collab with some of them. So the girl that messaged me back was like, okay, well, this is all the stuff that's wrong with your channel. Your videos are too long. Your haul videos should be less than 5 minutes, for example. You do a lot of haul videos that are over 10 minutes. They should be 5 minutes and under. And I'm like, what? Who does a haul video in 5 minutes and under? Like, are you showing just one thing? Like, oh, look at this phone case. I got this on eBay for $2. That's it for my haul. Bye, everyone. Like, no. Nobody does that. Nobody does hauls that are like 5 minutes or less, especially when it comes to makeup and you're like swatching things, talking about them, and talking about prices and etc. You know, like, no haul video is going to be under 5 minutes. I'm just putting that out there, unless you're hauling like 1 or 2 things, which is not really a haul, it's more like a review, unless you're not talking about them at all. Like, I don't know. So anyways, she told me that my videos were too long, they needed to be under 5 minutes. My background was too messy, like I should probably get like a backdrop or something, because I'm like, messy how? Like my background is my bed and I have like pillows in the back and plushies and stuff, and usually have like a flower vase or something going on behind me. Like, I don't think my background is messy, and I don't think I need to go out and buy a backdrop so you can help me collab with somebody, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you need a new channel banner as well. So I was like, okay, constructive criticism, okay, like I feel like my haul videos are fine, I feel like my background is fine, but I do need a new banner for my channel. I asked for help before, nobody would help me. She's like, I'm sending you this website, it's called PicMonkey, you can make your own banner. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I did make my own banner. It took me about 2 hours to get it right, and it's the one you see on my channel today. So I did change my banner, and I was like, well, if you're not gonna help me, are you able just to send me email addresses and whatnot of people that are in this network and I can contact them myself? And she's like, no, I'll help you, I'll contact them for you, I'll give you a list of people and you can tell me who you want to collab with, which is what she did. She gave me a list of people, and half of them weren't even on Dream Media, they were on a different network. So I'm like, okay, these people, she never messaged me after that. That was back in August. So when September came along, I don't know, I was just looking at my like analytics and stuff like that, and I had an AdSense account from a long time ago before I was part of this network, and I was looking at my monthly revenue before they took money off and paid me, and it was ridiculous. They were taking like probably 70% of what I was making I'm not even kidding you guys. They were taking like 70% and giving me like a minuscule amount every month. But I don't do YouTube for money. I do YouTube because I like it. So the money is just, you know, kind of like a bonus. Like I'll buy a Starbucks with it at the end of the month and like maybe a lip gloss or a lipstick or something, you know, like it's not that big of a deal. But they were taking away like so much of my revenue and keeping it for themselves and doing nothing. That was my issue, because like, what are you doing? How are you helping me with my channel? Like, I don't understand. October came along, I was looking up videos on how to leave your network and like, do I contact them? What do I do? So there's actually this button in your settings, which I never knew about, and you could just, if you're not signed to them at all anymore, you could just like click leave network, and it'll tell you a bunch of stuff. Like, you'll give you warnings like, you can't leave when your contract is not done yet. You have to set up an AdSense account, otherwise you're not going to be getting any money at all, and you have to remonetize all your videos, etc. So those are the warnings that it gave me, and I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, this is like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I can do this. Like, they pay me every month, they monetize my videos. Like, I don't know if I can do that myself. So I clicked out of it, and then the next week I'm like, you know what, screw it. I can do everything myself. I can promote myself. They're not really doing much for me. Like, I can monetize my videos myself. I can sign up for AdSense again. Like, what is the big deal? So I finally, on October 27th, clicked that leave button, leave network button, and it gave me that warning of like, remember to monetize your videos once the network lets you go, and it might take a month for them to officially like let you go. And yeah, so they never reached out to me. They never contacted me asking me why I'm leaving the network or anything. It did take a month. I think after the month point, YouTube just releases you if you're not signed to anything. So I believe it was YouTube that actually released me from my network. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please, 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 please don't join any networks. Oh my gosh, there is so many shady networks out there. Even the unshady ones still take your money and probably do a lot of nothing, because I've heard some horror stories out there. So I'm just so happy to be free and just to be doing my own thing again and not worrying about my videos being too long or something like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.
You are the one, you been the one from the moment I seen it. Sometimes I question if this is all real, then I grab on that ass and I firmly believe it. And you look like you drawn by